Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that was in focus. I think there's something wrong with my camera. But anyway, let's jump right in. So a while ago I did a makeup, like my basic makeup video. And in there I mentioned about never really ever doing eyeshadow looks. It's just never something I've been fond of doing. Although recently I have done a couple. But back then I had only one eyeshadow brush that was in my set of makeup brushes. So I decided to go on to Wish. Now because I wasn't sure if I would end up doing lots of eyeshadow looks, so I was not paying out for expensive makeup brushes, and I really hope this is in focus. So I paid £2, and for that £2 that was postage. That was like postage and the brushes. I got 12 makeup brushes. They are a little bit shorter than normal makeup brushes, but there was 12. Now I have used these. These are why this ones are out of the package, and I think it was the other day I washed all my makeup brushes and I washed these as well, and I was quite surprised at how well they washed as well. There's no real stray bristles on any of them. They all kind of look like what they did when they came out of the packaging. I thought today we could have a go at doing a eye makeup look together. I have put my normal base on except for highlight and lips. So I thought let's have a go. With not doing eyes very much, I only have two palettes. They're both Revolution. One is this one, which is called Pretty Incredible. I actually got this one for free, I think, if I bought so many products. Ooh. So this is it. You can see which ones I've dipped into in the past. This is actually here a pretty highlight as well. I use it when I'm going out highlight. This one is absolutely knackered. I think I've dropped this one. This one's called the Ultimate Professional Eyeshadow Flawless. I think I need to go and give this a clean. I've not dipped in this in ages. I think I'm going to stick with this one and do this one. I think this one is probably still in the shops, so, and it's very handy that I've actually got the names, no you cannot see, the names written on this palette, so that I am able to tell you which one I'm using. A little mirror, so that I can see, and stuff. We're going to try. So, I'm going to try and zoom you in a little bit, while you're close to my face. Not that anybody really wants to be this close, but let's give it a go. So I'm going to get one of these, this fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into, first of all, I'm going to dip into First Class, because it's quite a light transition shade. I do know some of the words that kind of, it's got quite a lot of payoff. I've literally dipped into it once, and not a lot bangs off either. So I'm just going to take this, if I can see, in my like crease area and really blend this out just to put a transition shade down. So this is the step I've got to so far. I'm just going to add now a little bit darker, which is this one here called Breathtaking. It actually looks lighter in the camera, in the lights, but so I'm just going to concentrate this more in my crease rather than anywhere else, if that makes sense. Like, not blending it up. I don't want to blend it upwards. Don't know what that was. And for anybody who's looking at my eyebrows and thinking, what the hell? I had them plucked by a friend at 13, and then back then it was in to have thin eyebrows, and every time I try to grow them out they just do not grow. I get little stray hairs, but nothing. I've tried growing them for 6 months without plucking them, and nothing gives me I just don't get a thicker eyebrow. I can't wait to be able to afford to have them microbladed. That is my dream. doing eyeshadow even harder. Obviously it's hard to make sure that you can see me with my eyes shut. So I'm gonna do quite a glammy look, if that makes sense. A glam look. Because if for day-to-day wear, I just don't bother with eyeshadow. It is not something that's in my day-to-day makeup routine. So the only real like eyeshadow looks I've done are nighttime ones. So I have now got a smaller, denser, fluffy brush again, and I'm going to go into striking. Now this is this purple colour and it is quite dark, so I am really just going to take this a tiny bit at a time. So I will speed this bit up so I'm not boring you. 1, 2, 3. I've been feeling... So a trick I have learned to get it right deep in my crease, or something that I do for me, is I literally look straight ahead into my mirror, get that brush right in with my eyes open and move backwards and forwards. And then for me, with having hooded eyes, it kind of goes right back into the deep crease, if that makes sense. Like you can only timely see a tiny bit when my eyes are open. So I'm also going to bring this down on the like corner outer edge of my eye. I'm really worried that you aren't seeing this. Oh my god, I have just like recorded a bit and played it back to myself, and it kind of looks like I've got a bruised eyelid at the moment. I am really hoping that is not going to be the case once we've finished. I'm just going to grab a little bit of Remarkable. This is like a purpley, well, it's like a browny, purpley glitter type one. And just put that on top of this, just a tiny bit. Nothing major, not really for the colour, just for a little bit of sparkle. And from this step now, I'm just going to go across and do the other side. We're back in a moment. So I've just done the other side, and something I have noticed, well, something that I realised that is going to come across on the camera is people are going to say that I'm being quite rough with my eyes because of the way my skin moves, if you can't actually see that. But I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and it basically means we have like stretchy skin. So we have... the skin just moves, it's got more elasticity in there than normal people. Can you see that? It'll pull, that will pull smooth my whole arm skin right the way up. So please don't think I'm being rough. I am only just being really quite light. It just looks rougher than it actually is. So I have done both sides. What I did was, after I'd done the sparkly bit on this side, the tiny bit that I had left on the brush, I just kind of swept. So I kind of dragged this line where I'd finished the purple just a little bit into this corner so that it kind of follows right the way over, but it's not dark on the inside. Now the next step, I have tried with a brush, which I'm going to try again, which I'm going to try this flat packing brush. So it's quite dense but flat. And I got this, I used last time, was this like burnt orangey kind of sparkly shimmer colour. Now what I did was, I did put down like, oh, it's so gorgeous this. Let's do a swatch with a brush. Look at that shimmer on that. So, now it does pick up with the brush. So what I did last time was, I put a base coat down and then I tapped in the middle with my eye to give like right in the middle. I'm trying to think, I don't know what the term is, but when you apply it with a finger, it goes on like, anyway, I'll just show you. So I'm just going to apply this to like, not a cut crease because I'm not bothering with doing the whole concealer down and stuff, but I'm just going to put this down. In fact, it's going on really well with this brush. Maybe I'll use something different last time. Normally these kind of shimmer colours just don't go on like this with a brush. Maybe it's the brush. Maybe the brush is really good. I don't know.
Small, watch the clock tick.
Quite dense brush. I am just going to tap into the glittery of those purples that I use and kind of soften the edges between the two. So that glitter off that glittery purpley colour will just blend the edges a bit more. I'm just going to pull a little bit, look at that, on my finger, wow, and dab it in the centre to get that sparkle back, because obviously I've just blended it out a little bit, so I kind of lost a bit in the middle and I want to keep it. Right, so the majority of my eye is done. Now I'm going to have to struggle to find. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to grab my eyeliner. Oh, you are way up high. So I've just realised, I've stood up to get the eyeliner and I realised I've missed a step. So with the angled brush, let's see, it's just on a slight angle, I'm going to dip into this shimmery, where's it gone? This Remarkable down here, this shimmery, I suppose you could use Legendary, but Legendary's got like a more red tone. I might mix this with a little bit of striking, which is make it a bit more purple. And I need to smoke out under my lash line.
Off the wall.
I have a liquid eyeliner. This is from L'Oreal. Now, I don't do wing eyeliner because I can't get it to look right. I don't know if it's, both my eyes are different shaped because I have one eye that droops more than the other. It's a part of this condition that I have, the Alessandro, this collagen and stuff. It's a droopy eyelid, it's called. So it does droop more than the others, so they never look right. As you can see when I'm looking straight at the camera, you can see more of the eyeshadow on this one than you can than this one. It's just a pain in the ass. But to give, in the last one I talked about when I put mascara on, my second coat I just go on like this edge, this outer edge of the top lash, and I find it makes them look fuller, so it gives the illusion of fake lashes. So what I'm going to do is that section that I do the double coat of mascara on, I'm just going to put a thin band right as close and as tight as I can get it to the eyeline. It does go slightly thicker towards the outer edge. So I'm just going to do this on the other side and pop my mascara on, and then I'll come back to you. So I have just brushed my hair down. Obviously I would style it a bit more if I was actually going out. I've put my highlight on my lips. Lips are just Primark's matte lipstick. The only other step left to do is, where is my brush for it though? In fact, let's use this little one. This little one I've not used before. Oh, obviously I did my mascara, which I said I was going to do. So all I want to do is like highlight the inner corner of my eyes, and I'm going to pick this big one at the end. You can spray your brush for this, kind of sticks better. Let me get my mirror. Oh, I've lost everything now, I've moved. Find my mirror, so I'm going to use this palette. So I just want to, like I say, highlight that inner corner of my eye. And so this one, this highlighter is such, well, I don't know if it's a highlight, I don't think so. I think it's just eyeshadow, but it is so pretty that it, look at the state. All sorts. So this colour that's in this palette is so pretty. It's called Out of This World, and you know what, it probably is aptly named. So yeah, I'm just going right in that corner of my eye and just tracing it up a little bit to blend it in with the eyeshadow. You can wet your brush. You can wet your brush because sometimes that helps it stick. But this is stunning that you just not necessarily need it. And like again, just tracing it up and blending it into that orangey colour. So let's take a look at the finished look. Oh, so what these is the finished look. And then the whole look as a whole. In fact, let me just, wow, that's close. So yeah, so as you can see, when my eyes are open, you can see the orange and the gold. I have worn this with quite like a reddy purpley lipstick, so it's quite vampy looking, something totally different for me, which is the picture I will insert at the end for my night out. I had these tones in the eyes that I have on my eyes today in the top that I wore, which was why I went with it. So thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this and would like some more very basic makeup looks or tutorials, or we can try some wacky stuff together if you want. I've always liked it where they've like put that netting over and done like mermaid looks. We could have a go at those. If you would like something like that, please let me know down below and I can work on a plan and an idea and stuff. And thank you for watching, and please stick around till the next video, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye!